welcome back to my channel, and today I have another review for you, and we are going to be reviewing the Lime Crime highlighting palettes. Now, they do have another one out that is the mermaids that I am totally lusting after, but doing this review for you guys will really kind of help me decide whether I really need it in my life. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos. And if you haven't seen my other reviews, I will leave the playlist down below for you all. But let's just get into the holographical goodness of these palettes. These palettes retail for $38 on the Lime Crime website, and you get 21 grams of product, which is pretty good. They are certified vegan and cruelty-free, as you can see there with the cute little unicorn. So they definitely do have that going for them. This one is in the shade Opals, and it looks like this. I mean, I am all about this holographic, crazy amazingness. So this is what Opals looks like. You have pink, gold, and peach right there looking like that. And then this is the Blossoms one. Once again, absolutely gorgeous, stunning holographicness. And in this you get warm gold, lavender, and sunset. I'm a little concerned about sunset not working on me, but hey, we can make it work somehow. Now, when I ordered both of these, it did take a long time for the order to ship and for it to get to me. It took probably around 14 days, so about 2 weeks, which, you know, when you're used to buying from Sephora and Ulta and it gets there a lot quicker, that is a little disappointing. But I do find that $38 is a bit expensive, but they are very hefty, very heavy, like it feels like something very luxurious and high quality. But that being said, let's get some swatches because swatches tell all. I'm going to start with the opal one here, open it up, and we're going to start with peach, then gold, then pink. Sorry, peach, gold, pink, and let's do it. This is what peach looks right here. Very pretty. The powders are very soft. They feel finely milled, and I think that the pigmentation is really nice. They have a little bit of powder kick up, but not a huge amount. Like I find that a Becca highlighter has a lot of kick up, and this is definitely minimal. Now the shade Golden was even smoother to the touch than peach here, and it went on absolutely beautifully. It just kind of glided across my hand here. So there is Golden. And then pink was the same texture as peach here, but they both look very beautiful and reflective. Like I said, very soft, smooth, buttery, and I like the pigmentation on these. Now I'm going to be dipping into the Blossoms palette here, and I'm going to go, oh my goodness, warm gold, lavender, and sunset. So let's just do that. Warm gold was very, very soft, and the pigmentation is beautiful on this. I have found with all of these, at least with the finger swatches, they just glide on very smooth. You don't feel like any gritty texture or anything like that, and there's like no kick up at all for this shade. Lavender was a bit rougher to the texture, and this was actually 2 swipes to get it like that. I found with the finger swatch, the pigmentation just wasn't as good as the other ones, either from the opals or this one right here. It is still very pretty, but not as pigmented on that first swipe as the others. Pigmentation City on Sunset right here. Oh my goodness. It is so beautiful. I find that these shades are very unique. There isn't any powder kick up in this palette at all. They're absolutely beautiful, but what's a finger swatch when you can do a face swatch? I have no highlighter on today, and we are going to play around with these and put them on our face and see how they perform that way. I'm also using 2 different brushes to see which one works better. This is the Airbrush Radiance Fan number 116 by It Brushes, and this is the small tapered brush by e.l.f. I'm going to start in the opals here, and I'm going to go for this gold shade right here. This was absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to be taking the fan brush Okay, doesn't seem to be picking up very well on the fan brush. And you honestly can't really see anything as I'm, all right. Let's try the tapered brush here instead. Okay, all right, that seems to be picking up a bit better. Okay, the tapered brush definitely picked up that shade a lot better than the fan brush. I think because this brush is a lot denser, it's just easier to get the product on. But that's really pretty. Look at that. Pretty. Okay, here we have with and without. Definitely a noticeable difference. Then I'm going to go into the lavender shade just because I am very interested in this, and I'm going to try with the fan brush and see what happens. Once again, just doesn't seem to want to pick up at all. Can kind of see a little bit of a start there, but definitely not the kind of glow that I go for. All right, so let's do the tapered brush instead. Okay, this one just doesn't seem to want to pick up at all. It's like so densely packed in there. So I'm trying really hard to get this to work. I mean, it is very pretty. I mean, maybe you just don't need a lot to make it go. Okay, the lavender shade was definitely a lot more difficult to work with, but it is very pretty. Not as, I think, insane as the gold from the Opals palette, but still very beautiful. Next, I'm going to highlight my nose with Sunset. Just kidding. That would be absolutely horrible. I'm going to highlight my nose using... Ooh, let's do peach. Let's do this one right here. Gonna try with the fan brush again and see what happens. Okay, this one definitely kicks up a fair amount of powder compared to the other ones. And it picks up okay on the fan brush. Not, you know, terrible, but definitely not what I would usually expect. So let's use the tapered brush again. That seems to be working. Yes, definitely picks up better on that. So let's just do, ooh, look at that, like a little spotlight on my face. A little bit on the here. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. Ooh, wow, that one just like brings my nose really forward. Okay, there we have the lavender, peach, and the gold. I really like these. I think that this one is going to be a bit more difficult to use, but I really like the colors in here. This one I feel is better and easier to apply than the two. I haven't tried the mermaid, but doing this, I'm definitely very excited to get that one. I really would like to do that. And the colors in it are very pale girl friendly. So I think these are pretty good. I would give them probably an A- just because the colors in this one were a bit harder to deal with, but this one definitely gets just a straight up A because it was a lot easier to apply and I liked the way it was just easier to work with. So that's that. So those are my thoughts on the two Lime Crime highlight palettes. I am going to be getting the mermaid one and I will do another review for you guys going on about that one. I will also leave links down below if you guys are interested in purchasing these. They are very beautiful and I think they are very nice highlighter palettes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and as always, keep it real. Mwah!